Okay, about the kidneys. Do you know number of kidneys in our body? हमारे बॉडी में कितनी किडनीज होती है? 1 2 3 4? दो किडनीज होती है. सब लोगों ने नहीं लिखा है, बहुत सारों ने लिखा है, लेकिन वेरी इजी आंसर. तो सुप्रारेनल ग्लैंड्स कितने होते हैं? 1 2 3 4. कितने होते हैं? ये किडनी के ऊपर होते हैं कि नीचे होता है? सुप्रारेनल. किडनीज का दूसरा नाम क्या है? रीनल. रीनल. सुप्रारेनल मीन्स किडनी के ऊपर है. I check the chat room, then come to you above. ऊपर 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 ऊपर. Okay, okay. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, first of all, have you received the timetable of first internal? Okay, dates for the first internal 17th, 19th and 21st May. Some correction in days is required. It is on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. There was error in typing in days, but you have to think, consider date only. We're going to correct and give you very soon. 17, 19 and 21st May. One leave is given in between. So have you started reading? Are you reading properly or not? So now you have stimulus. You have proper stimulus to read. Exam pattern, one question. Let you know very soon, okay? Surbhi Kriplani, assessment drives learning. Okay, it's a very big word. You're speaking like medical educationist. Syllabus है first CET plus second CET. अभी तक जो भी चला है. Okay, we are going to take your lectures up to next week. First CET plus second CET. We are going to display very soon. Okay, today. Physiology syllabus will be displayed today. Excretory पूरा आएगा. Okay, excretory full. Endo only pancreas and adrenal, cortex and medulla. We'll see. Whatever covered will become. You know parts of the adrenal gland and from where they develop. कितने parts होते हैं adrenal cortex के? Sorry, adrenal glands के. Write the name, not only two. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Okay. Only medulla, only cortex. Oh, cortex and medulla. So here adrenal glands are located above the renal gland or kidneys. And it has two parts, adrenal cortex and medulla. and it is situated extraperitoneally. So that's why it is known as the suprarenal gland. Do you know weight? इसका weight कितना है? तो बहुत छोटी है, but it is very very useful. कितना weight होता है? I think it is taught to you during by anatomy. So I am not going in detail for the functional anatomy. 4 grams, 4 to 5 grams. बहुत ही छोटी है. ओके, सुप्रारेनल बहुत ही छोटी ग्लैंड्स है. 4 to 5 grams only, and it has two parts, adrenal cortex and medulla. Now cortex developed from the mesoderm and adrenal medulla developed from the neural crest. I think it is taught to you by Dr. Praveen Singh sir. Now today I'm going to talk about the adrenal cortex. So first of all, do you know the 3 layers of adrenal cortex? GFR. Short form I use GFR. 3 layers of adrenal cortex, you write here in chat room. GFR. So here, look here in adrenal glands, outer cortex, it occupies around 80 to 90% of gland, and inner medulla, on an average, it is around 10% only, 10% of the total size of gland. Now, cortex, adrenal cortex is essential for life. Do you know essential क्या होगा? Adrenal cortex को काट देंगे हम. If we cut adrenal cortex, the individual will die, not survive, because adrenal cortex secretes so many essential hormones, mainly glucocorticoid, mineralocorticoid, and sex hormone. So your adrenal cortex is divided into the 3 layers. Outer, it is covered by the capsule. So here from outer side to the inner side, we use the word GFR. Zona glomerulosa, fasciculata, and reticularis. Okay, there are 3 layers. The reticularis, it is like the network of the reticulum structure, net-like structure. Now, zona glomerulosa, it covers the outer 1/5 of the cortex. Fasciculata, 3/5 of the cortex. And reticularis, again, it is 1/5 of the cortex. So that's why the word GFR, glomerulosa, fasciculata, and reticularis. Though we have divided fasciculata and reticularis, but most of the times that functionally they are same, only one single unit. Anatomically we have divided, but functionally they are one single layer. Now hormones secreted from adrenal cortex. So these are the hormones secreted from the adrenal cortex. Aldosterone. You know other name of aldosterone? Aldosterone का दूसरा नाम क्या है? And what is the other name of cortisol? You write in chat room. I am speaking. Zona glomerulosa secrete aldosterone and corticosterone, and zona fasciculata also secrete cortisol and corticosterone, as well as deoxycorticosterone. Zona reticularis secrete androgens. So, zona fasciculata and reticularis, though it is divided, but functional it is one single unit. Corticosterone is secreted by the zona glomerulosa as well as fasciculata. So what is the other name of aldosterone? You write aldosterone, mineralocorticoid, cortisol, glucocorticoids. Why we call it aldosterone as a mineralocorticoid and cortisol as glucocorticoid? I think it is taught to you mineralocorticoid by Pooja Madam, aldosterone. Yes or no? So why we call aldosterone as a mineralocorticoid? Mineral plus corticoid, glucose plus corticoid. Roll number 59, Kajal Dodia. Do you have any query? Roll number 59. If you have any query, you can write here. Okay. It was done by mistake. Yes? It happens. Okay. So now site and synthesis of the hormone. Mineralocorticoid, it acts on the mineral metabolism. It regulates our mineral, sodium, potassium, water, and glucocorticoid, cortisol, mainly glucose metabolism. That's why it is known as glucocorticoid. So these all hormones are mainly synthesized from the smooth endoplasmic reticulum and mitochondria. So your glucocorticoid, mainly cortisol and corticosterone, mineralocorticoid, aldosterone, deoxycorticosterone, sex hormone, mainly androgen, progesterone, and estradiol. So all are synthesized mainly from the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. They are mainly synthesized from the cholesterol. Do you know use of cholesterol nowadays in present situation? अभी हम cholesterol का क्या use करते हैं? So this cortisol hormone is mainly synthesized from the cholesterol. In cholesterol, mainly from the LDL, low density lipoproteins. So here we use mainly triglycerides. In these, mainly we use the LDL because there are so many LDL receptors present in the cortical tissues. So here we synthesize, cortisol is, or cortical hormone is synthesized from the cortisol. So what is the use of these cholesterol? अभी भी यूज ना for hand wash, sanitizer. Sanitizer में क्या होता है? Cholesterol होता है, okay, for cleaning purpose, to kills the bacteria and viruses. So this hormone synthesized mainly from the cholesterol, mainly from the triglycerides and LDL. There are so many LDL receptors present in the cortical tissues, and they use mainly in the store from cholesterol is stored in form of the cholesterol ester, and these from cholesterol ester there is synthesis of the pregnenolone. This is the first step by the enzymatic action of the 22 desmolase. This is the enzyme involved. Now pregnenolone is converted into the 17 alpha hydroxy pregnenolone by the 17 alpha hydroxylase. Again 17 alpha hydroxylase is catalyzed into the cortisol, and it is catalyzed mainly enzyme 11 beta hydroxylase. So finally it is converted into the cholesterol. So here cholesterol convert it into the cortisol as well as corticosterone. So here there are two separate pathways. So here pregnenolone also convert aldosterone in the kidneys. Here in the liver, first progesterone is converted into cortisol, later on into the corticosterone. Now it also convert into DHEA, dihydroxy epiandrosterol. So here it is converted into the androstenedione. Later on, it is converted into the estrone, estradiol, estriol, progesterone, and androstenediones. So in this way, here there is a conversion of the hormone, formation of the hormone. Now transport of the hormone. So here it is transported into the free form on an average around 10%. That is free form. It is available for all physiological function. Now in the bound form, 90% of hormone is present in the bound form. It is bound to the beta globulin, beta 2 globulin, or it is known as the transcortin. So this transcortin is mainly secreted from the liver. Transcortin is mainly secreted from the liver, and the normal level of cortisol is around 14 microgram. So here it is in two form, free form and the bound form. So free form. Now, do you know our use of free form and bound form? One simple word or meaning. Which is easily available. Free form or bound form, which is easily available. You can write in chat room. Some characteristic of these bound form and free form, cortisol or other hormone. ये तो ऊपर लिखा ही है, free form and bound form. Free form is the physiologically active. And all functions of the cortisol does by the free form. जो bound form होता है ना, जो प्लाज्मा प्रोटीन के साथ बाउंड होता है, that is mainly used for the growth, because it is really slowly. जो growth hormones होते हैं ना, or those who are growth factors, mainly the growth hormone, insulin and thyroid hormone, bound form, because for the growth we need slow release, and the hormones, those who are utilized for the purpose of energy or for any emergency work, it is in free form. जो इमरजेंसी के लिए काम आते हैं वो फ्री होता है, बिकॉज वंस दे गॉट द मैसेज, इमीडिएट रिलीज, फ्री है वो आ जाएगा काम करने के लिए. बट जो फ्री नहीं है उसको टाइम लगेगा आने में. The half life of this cortisol is around 50 to 70 minutes, on an average 60 minutes. Now metabolism, they are mainly metabolized in the liver. The cortisol is converted to dihydrocortisol, mainly liver and kidney, into the tetrahydrocortisol, and 90% is excreted in urine as a glucuronide, and 10% is excreted in urine as 17 ketosteroid. and this cortisol is converted into the cortisone, and in this way metabolism occur in the liver, and finally they are excreted through the urine. Look here, in few anatomical aspect as well as I'm not going in detail, biochemical aspect I'm not going in detail, physiologically I'm talking about the physiological point of view. So now the actions of the glucocorticoids, I'm going to talk about next 2 or 3 few minutes only, 5 minutes only. So here we start with the functions of the glucocorticoid. So your glucocorticoid, as the word suggests, it acts mainly on the glucose metabolism. So here cortisol increases blood sugar level. How? By stimulating gluconeogenesis by the enzyme glucose 6-phosphatase. Again, exactly opposite the insulin. It inhibits glucose uptake and utilization. So here, in short, we have more amount of glucose. So here, this action is exactly opposing the action of the insulin. So that's why it is known as the anti-insulin effect or action. In short, it increases blood sugar level. Now, I told you during diabetes mellitus, secondary cause of the diabetes mellitus, hypersecretion of the glucocorticoid, it responsible for the hyperglycemia. So this hormone is also responsible for the diabetes mellitus. So free form, few students are writing free and okay. Now we move forward toward the functions of the glucocorticoid. So when it increases blood sugar level, in hypersecretion of the glucocorticoid, blood glucose level in होता है when we are living in continuous stressful condition. So this is known as the stress hormone or anti-stress hormone. Actually, physiologically इसको बनाया गया है to relieve the stress, because during stressful condition we need more and more energy. So here, this hormone is responsible for increasing blood sugar level. So whenever there is a increase in blood sugar level, here we get, it is achieved mainly by the gluconeogenesis. So here it is achieved mainly by the breakdown of the glycogen. So here this hormone promotes gluconeogenesis as well as storage of the carbohydrate in form of the hepatic glycogen, and this process is stimulated by the glycogen synthetase. Now effects on the protein metabolism. So here it decreases the tissue protein level other than in the liver, and it increases the plasma amino acid level by decreasing the protein synthesis in the all tissue except liver. It protein, and it causes the ability of the amino acids, increases the plasma amino acids level. We get mainly by the mechanism of the gluconeogenesis. Now look here, function on the protein metabolism is not same in all tissues. In which tissue it is different? Liver में क्या करता है? It decreases protein synthesis in all tissue except liver. लीवर पे क्या करता है? Okay, it decreases protein synthesis. For liver में it does not decrease protein synthesis. Okay, it does not decrease the protein synthesis in liver. So here, as if you go the previous slide, it causes the restriction of the muscle protein. Now, Cushing syndrome में क्या होता है? When there is a higher level of the cortisol, it causes the muscle weakness because of the restriction of the muscle protein. Wastings of the muscles occur. Wastings of the muscle occur, as well as when adrenal insufficiency occur, muscle weakness is seen. But here reason is different. It is mainly due to the hyperkalemia. So here it is really, we have to understand the function of cortisol on carbohydrate metabolism, protein metabolism, and fat metabolism. Then and then you are able to understand features of the Cushing syndrome. Features of the Cushing syndrome. Hope all of you next time I'll take next lecture on Thursday, next Tuesday and Thursday. So all of you come with preparation, come with reading.